Tristan White here. Welcome to Think Big, Act Small live stream show. Hope you're really well. Hope you are smiling on a Tuesday morning. My name's Tristan White. I believe the world needs more great places to work. And to do that, I believe that us leaders of service-based businesses need to learn the skills, build the confidence, and be supported to become the very best leaders we can be to ultimately create a strong team culture and create a great place to work in our businesses that are doing important stuff in the world. If you are here with me, please hello in the comments. I'd love to know you're here, and I'd love to know how you're feeling this morning. So today, say I'm feeling good, say I'm feeling a bit flat, say I'm feeling whatever's on your mind. It's a-okay to share what's if you're feeling a bit rushed, all those type of things is very welcome. I can see Jeffrey is here. G'day, Jeffrey. Nice to have you with us on a Tuesday morning. As always, you're a regular here, Jeffrey. It's nice to have you here. Look, like I discussed before, that I believe the world needs more great places to work. And for us leaders of service-based teams, it's so important that we continue to make progress and we continue to realize what we're in control of and what we don't have control of. And we've talked about this in the past on these shows. 8:45 to 9 a.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays, by the way, is when these short shows are on. But at the moment, I'm in Victoria, and I'm burdened, or whatever the term may be, by COVID-19 lockdowns, like many other people. And here's the thing, there are many things outside of my control at the moment. There's many things outside of many of our control, but there are some things inside my control. And I want to talk about this, making progress and not waiting for perfection as the topic for today. But before I do that, I can see that Jeffrey says, feeling like I'm about to get very busy. Jeffrey, is that a good thing? I'm interested. Is that a good thing, or is it a good busy or a not so good busy, Jeffrey? I'd love to know what the case is there. And Phil's here. G'day, Phil. Nice to have you with us. Have missed listening to a few of your sessions in the last few days. Well, Phil, there's possibly a reason for that, and that is that Think Big, Act Small in August was every single day. And now in September, I'm only here on Tuesday mornings and Thursday mornings. So maybe there wasn't any to miss. So whatever the case, it's nice to have you here, Phil. And Carmel's here as well. G'day, Carmel. Nice to have you joining us from Perth. How you feeling, Carmel? Love to know if you type in feeling great, feeling rushed, feeling out of time, whatever the case may be. Jeffrey writes, you're busy is a great thing. It's lots of action taking. Jeffrey, I really like that. So in that case, Jeffrey, this topic I want to talk about today about action taking is a short, sharp idea. And maybe, Jeffrey, that you've already got this sorted, at least for today, at least for this week. But in my experience, us leaders of teams have times when we're really effective, and then there's times when we slow down. And maybe that's by choice, which is a good thing, but maybe it's not by choice. And maybe there's other things affecting our action taking and what we get done, because there's plenty we need to make progress on. And so I like to describe something, if we're starting a new project or a new idea, a new email, a new blog post, a conversation we need to have, a video we need to make, whatever it might be, we have to start with what I call the CFD. CFD stands for Crappy First Draft. The Crappy First Draft is where you pick up a pencil and you simply write a couple of dot points on your notepad. You type on your computer, just a couple of dot points, you make a start. If I was writing an email to Jeffrey and I was putting it off, I was delaying it, I wasn't sure, you write, morning Jeffrey, how things? And just get going and type it out. I don't have to send it just yet, but I've got the CFD, the Crappy First Draft is the concept today. And so the CFD for me is amazingly powerful, because if I've got a list of things that I'm trying to do and I don't start and I'm putting it off and I'm worrying and I'm delaying and I'm doing other stuff and I'm checking my email, I'm having a cup of tea, I'm calling someone who maybe it's useful, maybe it's not useful, but I'm doing other stuff to delay and to procrastinate. For me, the CFD, the Crappy First Draft, is one of the most powerful things that I can go from something on my list, which is I'm a bit uncomfortable about, or I don't enjoy doing. It's a bit painful, but it needs to get done. And I'll give you an example this morning. And that is that I've got a Google Doc file which has got the show notes, or the plan, if you will, for every episode of the Think Big, Act Small podcast. The Think Big, Act Small podcast is a podcast I've been sharing since 2018. And so far, we've delivered 98 episodes. I was supposed to put episode 99 out both last week and the week before, but I've delayed it. I haven't been doing it. I've been busy doing other stuff, and I've just not got to it, which I don't feel good about. It's been a burden sort of wearing me down. But this morning, I opened up that Google Doc file and I made an entry, which is episode 99, which is the one that's the next episode that needs to be created. And I copied and pasted some info from previous episodes, which is usual, how I start each episode. And then I put a few dot points in there as to what's going to be part of this short, sharp episode 99 update. Why episode 99 has been hard for me? Yes, competing priorities with COVID-19, we've all got those. But I've got in mind what I'm going to do for episode 100, which is a milestone, which I'm excited about, which I want to make as good as I can be. But because I've got this idea about episode 100, I've been slowing down and not making progress towards it by doing episode 99 and then letting people know that episode 100 is coming. It's going to be a bit different to usual. But this morning, by opening up that file and putting a few dot points in there and making a start, it became my CFD, my crappy first draft of that next episode that needs to be created. And that's, for me, is what works really, really well. So I'd love to ask you, what is a CFD that you need to create today or this week? What is the crappy first draft of something that will help you just start a little bit of momentum, get moving on something that's a bit hard or a bit difficult, or there's some resistance internally, that lizard brain that we've talked about that sometimes likes to slow us down? What is a CFD of something, a crappy first draft, that you need to make some progress on today? Now, I'd love you to answer in the comments here if you've got something on your mind. But you don't have to. If you'd prefer to keep it to yourself, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to comment. Please do. I'd love to know what's on your mind if you will. Or if you'd like to talk offline, tristan@tristanwhite.com.au is my email address. You can definitely email me there more privately if you'd like to. And lastly, if you just want to absorb the idea, think it through briefly, and then start taking action, I would love to see you doing that too. You don't have to engage with me as much as I'd love to support you, but it's entirely up to you what you do with this information on these little shows on Tuesdays and Thursday morning. Now, I can see the comment here, and I think it's from Carmel. And Carmel, dare I say that it's about how, when I asked how you are, so let me just see how it is. Carmel says, don't even ask. 12-year-old troubles took the wind out of my sails yesterday. All right, Carmel, I'm sorry to hear that, but I did ask, so thanks for telling me. Hopefully we can make some, this week can be a better week, or today can be a better day. So good luck with working through what you need to work through there. I'm no expert on 12-year-olds. My eldest is 10. I'm not even close to getting there as yet. Now, regarding CFD, Carmel also writes, CFD for our practice newsletter, despite everything else going on. Carmel, that's a good one. I know that regular communication is something that you want to do. I know that regular communication is something that sometimes gets delayed and put off. The CFD, even if it's a short note from Carmel, it doesn't have to be perfect. Do the CFD, the crappy first draft, ideally before you go to bed tonight, which will get you going and be able to hopefully get that newsletter out sooner rather than later. Done is definitely better than perfect on nearly everything. Most of us have got a version of perfectionism inside us. Done is almost always better than perfect, and a CFD, or crappy first draft, is the one that gets us a bit closer to that, I reckon. Jeffrey also writes, CFD, help family move stuff like beds from the garage. Work early, then late. And Jeffrey, that sounds like a job that you can get done and you can sneak it in somewhere, somehow, but it's easy to delay that sort of stuff. So I think that's important, Jeffrey. Hey, Jeffrey, small push on and email to, hang on. This is another one from Jeffrey. Small push. So you trying to do a small push on an email to lapsed patients. I don't quite follow that, Jeffrey, but the email to lapsed patients is an important one and can easily be missed. Oh, I don't want to do it. I'm busy doing other stuff. Oh, what happens if people unsubscribe? Or what happens if they don't appreciate the update? You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because you do it in an authentic way. You can't please everyone. We can't please everyone. So I think that's so very important, that to realize, do what you think is the best in the time. Now, we can't please everyone as much as it would be nice to. Don't let the fact that you can't please everyone slow you down and not let you do the stuff that will hopefully help at least one person or maybe a group of people. That's the important bit. Hey, Kira's here. G'day, Kira. Really nice to see you on a Tuesday morning, or at least, well, you can see me. I can't see you, but I can see your comment, which is fantastic. CFD, great reminder, says Kira. I'm pleased that that's useful for you, Kira. Alrighty, guys, that is about it. This is towards the end of our little show, Tuesdays and Thursday morning, 8:45 to 9 a.m. Quick recap. My name's Tristan White. I believe the world needs more great places to work. The way we can do that is become better leaders. And today the topic is about how do we make progress rather than wait for perfection, because done is nearly always better than perfect. And the CFD, crappy first draft of whatever is on your list and has been hanging around. I challenge you, whether you're here with me live or on the replay, something that's been on your list and making you feeling a bit uncomfortable, you haven't really made much progress on it in a little while, start a CFD on it today. Open a conversation, start a draft email, start that document, send those SMSs and emails, Jeffrey. You can do it. I've got complete faith in you, but that is the topic for today. And a crappy first draft means you can always update and improve and iterate and do better. That's the beauty of finding a better way, but we have to start. Alrighty, that is it. Nice to have you here with me on a Tuesday morning. My name's Tristan White. I'm going to be here at 8:45 to 9 a.m. every Tuesday and Thursday during September. If you've got a question, please get in touch. tristan@tristanwhite.com.au is my email address. And you might be interested down there in the caption or the post for this video, you might be interested in downloading the Next Level Leadership Guide, which is 3 challenges that I see service-based entrepreneurs working through and hopefully some solutions that will help you out. But for the time being, that's it. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you next time. Bye.